Hey everybody, welcome back to the Black Sheep Requiem. Today I'm kind of going to do a topic of discussion that I've been thinking about for a little while. So my question is to you, are you addicted to collecting music in physical formats? Whether it be vinyl, cassettes, CDs. Um, I know there's been similar subjects in the past about, stuff like this, and I just thought, I kind of want to put my 2 cents in on it. Kind of some things I've seen as of late, even in the past 2 years, to be honest. So I kind of just, after everybody watches this video, I'd love for you to comment or, even make a kind of a rebuttal video or anything like that. Just kind of make it a discussion because I'm curious, especially what younger people think, if they think any different than me. Because remember, when you watch this video, this is coming from a guy that's been collecting since the early 80s. I'm 51 years old. I'll be 52 here in a couple months, and I've been collecting a long time. So kind of keep that in mind while you listen to my opinions or my thoughts. I guess what brought me to make this video was me watching other YouTubers' videos, up to the last couple of years, to be honest. They're, watching their collection updates and things like that. It's just on, it's like how people buy, their physical media, but they never even listen to them. They just collect it seems, some of people. Which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just kind of curious on what people think about that. Because to me, isn't the whole idea of collecting physical media, to physically touch it, look at the artwork, look at the liner notes, the band member photos, the lyrics, kind of the whole record, what encompasses the whole packaging, I guess, to say, and a lot of it has to do, I know, with me, with my age, and when I came up at the beginning of a lot of this, is that's how we found new bands. We looked at who they thanked, it's all that. We found the artist, all that stuff was a big thing to me, and of course, being a youth at the time without the internet and all that stuff, that's what we did. We sat and I listened to records over and over and over. And another thing I have a luxury even now. Get to listen to a lot of records every day because at my job I can listen to music all day long. So, I listen to 10, 12 albums a day easily. So that's another thing to kind of keep in mind while we're talking down the road. So, so I guess the big thing is I see people, showing new items they just got in. And they even admit that they haven't listened to them. I mean, they're just showing it off, and to me it's kind of weird because I guess I watch music videos to get people's opinions on what they're listening to, their thoughts on different records. Hopefully maybe to find something that I've missed in the past or newer stuff that I've missed, and something that, I might like. I mean, to me, that's what I get out of doing videos, especially collection updates and stuff. I enjoy it when I get a message or comment or something. Somebody says, dude, I never even heard of those guys. I don't know how they got off my radar. That's fucking awesome. I checked it out. I'm ordering the record, It's to support the bands, the labels, and everything of the music we love. That's my personal opinion. It's kind of like, it's almost a bragging thing in a way is how I feel. It's like, hey, look at me. I've got all this stuff, and I haven't listened to it, but, check it out. Maybe, hopefully, someday I'll have a time to listen to it, that kind of a thing. Which, that's fine, I guess, if you're a collector, or you're addicted to buying stuff and you get too much and you can't listen to it, I get that in a way, but, aren't we buying all this stuff because of the music? That's why we're doing it. So I just don't understand that. It kind of goes back to, I hope not people aren't just bragging, and it's kind of one reason that I've never showed my entire collection. That's one kind of, I've been hesitant of that of sorts. I've had a lot of people that they like, hey, let me see your music room tour, or let me see your collection as a whole, that kind of a thing. And I've been a little standoffish of it because to me it almost seems like bragging in a way. And like I said, I'm 51 years old. I've been collecting forever. Yeah, I have thousands of CDs. I have thousands of records. I have a lot of shit. But you know, I put the time in too. So it's like a lot of us older guys. We have a lot of stuff because we've collected from the beginning. And you know, it's just what happens when you're like us. So, you know, and it's a lot of the young, you know, people are like, whoa, holy cow, look at all the stuff you got, oh, you know, and stuff. And to me, that doesn't mean anything. To me, it's the music. I get a kick out of when somebody will sit down and I throw on a record and they haven't heard it, or they haven't heard it in years, or something new that they haven't heard of, and we're listening to it together, or, you know, that kind of thing. That's what I love about it. Because if you just want to see music, you do a search anymore, and I can see an album cover or whatever. So, I mean, kind of, to me, what's the point of just showing something that you got without being able to give an opinion on what you thought about it or what you feel about it? So, that's just my 2 cents. You know, it's just, to me, it's just about the music. Nothing less, nothing more. It's about the music. You know, when I watch, you know, I guess, well, let me go back. With all that said, I guess, you know, are we as music listeners of physical media addicted to a so-called sport of collecting? Are record labels and bands to blame, you know, because of the limited runs on records, you know, on the various formats, the different color variants on vinyl? You buy this one now, you know, it just came out, but it has extra tracks. You know, all the reissues going on, which I'm guilty. I buy a lot of reissues too, also. So, I mean, is it just kind of that? I mean, I know it's commerce, but, you know, I mean, is that part of the problem? If there is a problem, I guess. And, you know, let me make it clear that, you know, I'm guilty as this as the next person. You know, I'm addicted in some way also, I guess, maybe in a small way or a larger way. I don't know, to be honest. I guess it depends on how each person perceives it. If you watch my channel, you know, you'll see me buy a new reissue vinyl, maybe something that I've only had the original on, you know, say CD or cassette, since it first came out in, say, the late 80s. Let's just use that for an example. You know, so, you know, is it about supporting the music and the bands we all love? You know, so, I mean, if it's just about collecting, why don't you just punch it in on your phone and listen to it, you know, that kind of a thing, you know, to get the enjoyment of the record. So I guess that's just my opinion on that. But you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this is just a rant from an older guy that sees things maybe differently from the youth of today. But I love the feel of a record in my hand. Noticing every aspect of it. You know, it brings a smile to my face, and it has for a lot of years now, 35, 45 years. When I hear of, you know, when I hear stuff like now that vinyl is selling better than it has in years and years. So I guess another thing I am wondering, are younger people getting the same feeling that I still get, or I've always got, from understanding what physical media is and the differences than just throwing it on your phone and listening to it. You know, it's just kind of a rant. It's just kind of throwing a few questions out there, kind of my opinions on stuff. Like I said, nobody's doing stuff wrong, in my opinion, or right. I guess I'm just trying to see what other people's perspective is and opinions, especially different age groups. So, you know, I would love to hear people's opinions on this. You know, please comment, you know, and let me know what you think. If you dig this, please subscribe to my channel. And I hope all you stay extreme. And let's let the discussion begin. Thanks for tuning in.